Yeah, this is for the culture and for those who love us. Chill, CFW, Compton's most wanted in this motherfucker. South side to the best, north side to the beast. Doing forward to 80, greater later, player to player. Real shit lasts forever.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
We finally got that shit launched right. What's good? What's good? What's good?
My
dude.
You know
what I'm saying?
This is definitely a special one for me because, you know, this is a cat that I've, like, you know, known since he was like a kid, literally. Wild little nigga with bars, you know what I'm saying? And years later, man, how many years later? Like 20-something years later?
Yeah, something like that.
Niggas are still barring up, man.
23,
So, like,
23 years.
yeah, I'm really happy to have you here, my G.
Yes, sir,
right.
man.
With that said, man.
With that said, welcome to the Sick Show. We got my co-host, Montage One. We got The Chill, CMW, Compton's most wanted, legendary. I am MannyUP.
MannyUP.
And
Manny.
we got Big D on the Bizords.
D, motherfucker.
G. Yeah.
That's right.
See, look at his reaction to that, bro. I know what I'm doing.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Exactly, bro.
Well, tonight we got somebody special. You know, California's big.
Yeah, it is.
It's vast.
Yes.
And so vast that you think it would be a limit on talent. But there's talent everywhere.
It's talent everywhere.
It's talent from the South
Yeah.
Preach.
to the Central
Yeah.
to the Bay
Yeah.
and all back and down.
All the way up to
Yes,
they
sir.
go.
Today, we got a G
We got a G.
from the
Super
Central
G.
Valley.
Central California.
That's right. That's right. Y'all didn't know.
That's the middle.
That's the middle. The middle is hot.
Uh-huh.
That middle is hot.
middle
All right.
is
Give
hot.
it up for Planet Asia.
Planet
Asia.
Asia, my nigga. Welcome to the motherfucking show.
How you doing, man? How
Man,
y'all
I'm
brothers
good,
doing,
bro.
Man?
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all good, man. I see y'all on the gram more than any damn thing. I'm like, damn, well, I want to be a part of these gangster conversations.
Come on, well, you here now, nigga. You in there now.
That's what you
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I was he asked me what I wanted to talk about, and I was like, yo, I was just thinking about how motherfuckers is like, we have the same culture as our children, and our parents. We didn't really have the same culture as our parents because, you know, they came out of the disco era, you know, bell bottoms, and you know that whole kind of like, and then the hippie androgynous thing, and then we came with the hip hop sweatpants, Kangos, ropes, and from there on, we have been able to connect with the youth through that.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Manny, he taught us that's called the golden era.
Right.
So if that's what it's called, you know what I'm saying, then I'm glad to be
And
from
they
that
sell
era.
those shoes. All the shoes from the golden era are the shoes that they still stand in line.
Come on, I still dress like I dress in high school.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Me
You know
too.
what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Just
Our
different.
parents couldn't dress like they dressed in high school.
Right. No, we the
couldn't
coolest.
dress like our parents.
We definitely the
sure.
coolest, oldest niggas around. You know what I'm saying?
Some would say. Some would say.
That's what
My
the
daughter
difference
wouldn't
is.
say, but some would say.
Your kids are never gonna do
My
that.
kids, they
But somebody
dad-
else's kids
But
will.
low key, they're like, Pops is cool.
Right.
Pops is cool.
My
Listen.
kids is cool, but my pops, he had a motherfucking slacks hiked up his ass.
Yo, I'm about to say, listen, my dad was a G. My dad was like a LAG type nigga, but
Yeah.
I mean, they was like suit cool, my nigga.
That's
Like,
what I'm
you know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. My pops, he be Steve Harvey fresh.
Right.
But they hiked up his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you gotta pull them motherfuckers down a little bit. Like, oh, no, that y'all be sad.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, no,
Pops
man.
gonna catch this. He gonna be like, man, why you do me?
I
like
remember
that?
my uncle used to when he used to get out of prison, and when he would come home from prison, he would see that I'd be wearing like 501s and sneakers,
Right.
and he was like, "What the hell is wrong with y'all wearing these?" He's like, "White boys wear jeans and
Shit.
sneakers." I was like, "What?"
I wear
It's like,
Levi's.
get the fuck
I
outta
wear.
here.
I call them G-Vi's. I
They
got
was like,
cords
we
and
wear,
everything.
You know, they was
That's
like,
right.
we
I
wear
got
shoes and
cords
slacks.
and
You know what I'm saying? That's what they was. Stacey Adams.
Right.
Hey, the cold part about it, they gonna take out the trash. They gonna paint the house. They gonna change the
And
oil
all-
in a suit.
Nigga with the slit
For real,
pocket,
though.
the
For real.
slit pocket pants, nigga with the slit on the side, nigga where you gotta reach in like this. You gotta throw up the P to get your money out.
And they'll cut you.
For sure. From ear to ear.
Hell
From
yeah.
ear to ear. They
Yeah,
ain't playing. After they came from fishing.
Yeah, right.
All that. All right. Planet Asia.
Planet
Fresno.
Asia, man.
Fresno, California.
Wow.
Tell us a little about the upbringing on how you even came in this game called hip hop.
You know, it's crazy. I wish I still had this flyer, man, because it was a flyer I had back in the day that said Compton's Most Wanted on it.
Wow.
That I performed at. I was probably like 13.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a Halloween party in Fresno back in the day.
Fresno?
In Fresno.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I used to love coming to Fresno.
Man. Yep.
For real.
And I ended up, and we ended up doing another one with 8. Probably I was like 15 at that time. It was sponsored by Subway.
Well, y'all got
That's
a
when,
new
like,
video
Subway.
out. New. We
Yeah,
gonna still say
yeah.
it's new.
Yeah, it's still
you,
new.
A, and the homie Minchie
Yeah,
Slick.
Minchie Slick, yeah,
That's
reputable.
Compton, Fresno, and Dago.
You heard it. You heard it.
California
you
love.
heard it.
That's right. That's California love. That's California
So
love.
coming up, it was like, around 13, 12, I was doing like shows and talent shows and whatnot. So like my first concert I did was with Cypress Hill.
Oh, no.
And that was at the Wilson Theater, the same place where I did the show with 8 for the Subway thing. And I don't know, man. We was just, determination, making demo tapes and just trying to get in. But I didn't really get in the door till probably like 97, 98.
Okay.
So is the hip hop scene is it catered to being that y'all in the mid?
Mm-hmm.
Is it catered to the gangster shit or is it catered to the hustle shit in the Bay?
As far as today,
Yes.
Today would definitely be a mixture.
A mixture.
It's a mixture. You can get all kind of sounds from Fresno. You can get a Bay Area type sound. You can get the new LA sound because a lot of people from LA and the Bay live in Fresno.
Or just take that out of it. Y'all got your own get down.
We have our
here.
thing too, but that's a part of it.
Right.
The part of it is the combination of
doubt.
of the hyphy or what we call mob music.
Right.
Like the Jacka, Jay Stylin,
No doubt.
Filthy Rich.
No doubt. Was you up on this cat named J Love out there?
That's my boy.
I used to fuck with J Love heavy.
Talking about Cuz?
Yeah.
That's my partner. Yeah,
we was hustling.
We got a song. Me, him, and who I did a song with him with?
I've been knowing him since he was a pup. You know what I'm saying? The dude that he was rocking with, Dog, Grand Dog.
Right.
That's my aunt.
Yeah, dog. That's your aunt?
That's my aunt.
Rough Rider dog?
Yeah, that's my
Come
aunt.
on, man. That's my people's,
He
bro.
knows
You
all the
crazy?
Fresno
Are you
niggas, bro.
I said I'm gonna say that for the show.
Right
You know what I'm
there.
saying?
We did a song back in the day, me and Dog. I forgot. That's What's Up, because we always saying that. He said, "That's What's Up." That's what's up.
Yeah.
We did a song called "That's What's Up." Man,
Hey, shout
back
out
in
to
the day.
J Love, homie. That's the homeboy. Fresno,
Damn, he went
California.
in,
Yeah.
J Love, he a wild boy, man. That's
This
my
nigga
guy.
knows every last nigga in Fresno under every last rock nigga, no matter
do.
where,
I used
what
to come
corner.
to the lowrider shows out there.
Yeah, man.
The motorcycle club.
And
Uncle
that
was
was
the Rough Rider.
It's crazy you say that because a lot of shows, people know me as this super underground hip hop or just hip hop artist, but I done did shows with everybody.
Facts.
Facts. I done did shows with Lighter Shade of Brown.
Right.
What was the other dudes? Proper Dose.
Wow. Come on, them big stages.
High C.
Yeah.
Them big
Kid
stages.
Frost. All those car
Because
shows.
it's a heavy Latino
Yeah.
presence out
And,
there.
and,
the Central Valley
and what he probably ain't not going to even mention is he had a really good relationship with the Jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See,
Like,
come on.
But Pete, this era, what I'm talking about, I wasn't even Planet Asia, and I'm talking about just bum rushing shows.
Right.
So we was kind of like just appearing to everything, right? And kind of like we'll just wait and see if there was kind of like any opening where we can get in. And
slide
us
in.
being so young,
Right.
they would just let us get on the stage. So we
Right.
would always have our instrumentals and whatnot,
Yeah,
whether it
ready.
was a tape or something.
Right.
We gonna rock.
right.
And that was our whole thing, like, oh, it's a car show going on over there. We would know certain promoters, and back then it was a little different. I don't know. Today it's super political.
Well, they got Seratos. That's
Yeah, they got
different. You know what I'm
Seratos.
saying? Back in them days, we slide through the crowd with a CD.
Right. And we would-
and hope that we don't drop them
wasn't
motherfuckers.
a lot of people
Slide
rapping.
it across the ground.
and it
Game
wasn't,
over.
It wasn't a lot of people rapping.
And it wasn't a lot of people
That's
rapping.
just that was kind of weird.
Right,
Like,
right.
people would be like, well, "Y'all about to go through what?" Like, okay, y'all crazy. Y'all,
Yeah.
yeah. We
But
about to
it
go out to
pops
Madeira.
out there.
We about to go out to Madeira to this car
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get it going.
Yeah,
but it popped though.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
talking about in Central California, bro. it goes up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you got the brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? But you got the bulldogs out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Them motherfuckers like niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Shout out to all my bulldog homies.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to my homie Littles. You
That's
feel me?
right. That's right.
It goes up out there.
That's hella nice. I'm gonna call him one of the hardest working mans in hip hop.
Yes,
I
sir.
got
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
Because
sir.
you know what? I'm looking. Man, you drop albums.
Nigga drops work,
Drop
bro.
work and real work, not just
right.
oh, I'm just gonna drop some work. No, you drop work and you take your time and you and so give us just a little bit of your first album that you really got put on with.
Well, how, are you talking about how I came in?
No, just
or
your
just
first.
How the first time I heard rap music?
No, just your first album.
Oh, okay. Well, I think what kind of like really sparked it was this sampler tape that Peanut Butter Wolf put out back in the day for the
That's a hard ass name.
yeah.
You know Peanut Butter Wolf, right?
And
Stone's Throw?
Roscoe.
Stone's Throw, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Peanut Butter Wolf. I'm
Yeah,
tripping.
Peanut Butter Wolf.
Right.
Yeah, he had a like a compilation album called My Vinyl Weighs a Ton. They ended up making a documentary about it, and I was on the sampler. I'm on the album twice, but I was on the sampler tape that he put out. And what was that shit? The Gavin.
Right. Oh,
They had the Gavin out here. And that's
Old
when
school.
That shit used to be
yeah,
fun.
they was
Yeah.
passing that shit around at the Gavin and like
Gavin conventions.
Yeah,
Nigga,
my
the
name-
Gavin,
my
how can I be
name,
down?
yeah,
Jack
yeah.
the Ripper, nigga.
I did Jack the Rapper.
Yeah, Jack the Rapper, yeah.
This was previous Freaknik and all that
Yeah,
shit.
hell yeah.
All right.
So my name just started going around. It was like, yo, who's this dude? Who's like, that shit is hard. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't expect that particular song to do anything or make any kind of noise. I'm just adding on to his tape. I'm like, okay, it's like a quick little intro song. It wasn't really
That's
like
how it
even a
happens.
whole song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm like, okay, but I'm a rhyme. And the motherfuckers ate it up.
Nice.
And then I did the joint for Rasco, and after that, it just
went up.
Yeah, it went up.
That's dope. And that's when you was still in Fresno.
I was still in Fresno.
Okay, what made you move to Frisco, or you was going back and forth?
I moved. Yeah, I was going back and forth. After I did the song with Rasco, I kind of, I got an ill intuition though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. I had an intuition that I was gonna be able to like mac a chick and be able to make my way to the Bay.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And yo, it's crazy
Mac
how it
music.
happened. I didn't have to. He called me and was like, yo, such and such said if you needed a spot to stay out here. And I kind of knew it was going to be this particular person. So it was like, yeah. And that was how I got out.
Boom.
I just never looked back.
Nice.
I could have went to college, but I didn't.
Well,
Now that's around the time when I met you, right? When you came by the rehearsal with
Nah,
me.
I met you before the rehearsal.
Yeah, that's right, you did.
This is actually, bro. X wasn't even with Dre yet.
Yeah.
He was still coming off the. What was the album before the Dre album?
D.
Because remember I had seen you.
Yeah, D, motherfucker,
Right.
D.
Remember I seen you. Remember I told you I had seen you on.
Aftermath presents.
What's that comedy show that used to come on BET?
Comic View.
BET Sound Stage. Comic View.
Comic View.
Yeah.
Remember I said I was like, yo, I see you was rocking a fedora on
Right,
Comic View.
yeah,
Right? Yeah, that's what it was around that time when I
Right.
had met you. Because
Right.
then remember I came to the East Swift crib,
Yeah.
and then it was like we was getting acquainted. Then I moved to Wilcox and y'all was practicing. At
Right,
Westside.
right. Loud nigga with a big fro, nigga.
Right.
Barred up, bro.
Right, you know what I'm
Ready. You was like, who is this nigga? This nigga is rambunctious.
Yeah, you're right.
But the nigga was cool as fuck, bro. And
I got a
damn.
question. Where'd you get your name from?
It come from me being Asiatic first, and then I didn't want to have that name because it just sounded dated to me, and I was like, damn, I wanted to have like a superhero name, and I feel like when Wu-Tang came out, they was like comic book characters, and I was like, I need a comic book type name, like a
Dope.
superhero.
A
I don't even want,
superhero.
I
Dope.
don't even want it to be like a regular rap name, you know.
Dope. Because before we zeroed in, we knew who you was.
Right.
Shout out to the Licks, X. That's family.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And we like Planet Asia.
But I wanted to give
hear-
a hint. I wanted to give a hint though that even though it's not my righteous name, but I kind of wanted to give a hint that you knew what I was about. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm about having
Right.
knowledge of self. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
my name is Jabbar, Powerful Jabbar Long.
Boom.
My stage name is Planet Asia.
Right.
Planet Asia is actually a female name. That's a female name.
I mean,
Asia is a female.
it's
because
your
that's-
name, though.
But and it's the Earth. But at the same time, how I show and prove it, you are what you attract.
Nigga, I wear female tennis shoes, nigga.
Facts. But you are what you attract. You know, it's crazy when I think about it. I could have named myself anything. I could have named myself something the opposite that could have attracted something else. If you notice, I've been able to travel my whole career.
Boom.
So I named, named myself what I'm doing.
As a fan, from hearing you before I zeroed all the way in you.
Right.
First, I seen you before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then I zeroed in. It was like Planet A. You know how X talk.
Right,
you know,
right.
Planet Asia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Planet Asia. I'm like, okay, well, where he at? I'm thinking, you know.
Some Asian kid, right?
I'm thinking of Asian. I'm thinking a big ass Asian dude finna come in there
Like a
looking
Samoan.
looking like one of the Booyah tribe or something. You know what I'm saying?
But Asia's also the mind,
And
too.
then when I met you,
Yeah.
I said, that's Planet Asia?
Right.
I'm like, I know him. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's homie. I know this.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been seeing that nigga around everywhere.
Yeah.
But everywhere we toured at, we seen shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Everywhere we seen, just before we zeroed in on each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Planet Asia over here, he over here, he over there.
Right.
He making moves, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What year was that when it was cracking like that for you?
From 97 to like 2004.
golden-
As far as just going,
Yeah.
It was like 97 to
And it was
2004.
stage that we was hitting and stages that we wasn't hitting.
Right.
Because you was on some MC shit.
And you got to think that back then, like
lot of
2000 is when
European
like the
tours.
raves started hitting too. Remember the
raves
raves?
get out.
It was
Right.
like a good 3-4 years of just raves before the Rock the Bells. This
Right.
pre-Rock the
Right.
Bells and all that.
Right.
It's kind of like they figured out the Rock the Bells.
Right.
Same arena. They put the Rock the Bells in the
Right.
same arena that they
Right.
had
Yeah,
in
they
raves.
did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that should be looking like Coachella. You know what I'm saying?
And that was how we was able to do the 30,000 fans,
Yeah.
25,000
Yeah.
fans. You know, it'd be electro room over here.
Yeah.
Cats be shroomed out.
Yeah, we did a
Acid
gang of
out.
fucking rave type shit. 'Cause they was paying.
Man, so
they was
man.
paying.
Yo, I used to see some wild shows, some wild mixtures at the raves, man. You get like Zap Mama with Public Enemy. You know what I mean?
We did a couple. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And shout out to my homie Sub, DJ Sub Flow. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He was rocking with us. And he like, man, I got y'all to do some drum and bass shit.
That
you know
drum
what I
and
mean?
bass, yo,
I was like, man, I ain't here.
the biggest tour.
I went. Oh, my
Matter of
God.
fact, the first time I went on tour,
A lot of people on drugs.
Hey, man, look.
my first tour, my first,
I seen a
eyes, it
dude.
was like,
Look,
man,
I seen
I was
I seen a dude with some lights.
right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
he was
saying.
flashing them in
Or
over
doing
All
this
night,
dance.
nigga.
This the dance right here.
Hey, look, old girl, old girl was like this for like 2 hours.
Nigga, that's where they dance with the speaker,
Non-stop.
nigga.
Right.
They dance with the speaker. The speaker is another person. Like, would you like to dance? I would too. Let's go.
I was like, this shit crazy.
Yo, that's the
Shit was
pills.
cracking.
That's when the white people had the thizzles first.
Oh, it was
you know what I
going
mean?
up.
They was in
Yeah.
there thizzing up there.
Yeah, they was busy. They took it to the desert though.
right.
They was like, out here we ain't gonna get fucked with.
But speaking of drum and bass, my first tour was with Jungle Brothers, right?
Whoa.
And this is when
Shout out to the Jungle
they
Brothers.
had remixed one of their albums with drum and bass and Jungle.
I remember that.
Dope.
And it was, bruh, it was like 40 cities, all UK, man, MTV. It was like the first time I ever even left California.
Yeah.
Second time I ever even left California
Wow.
from Jack the Rapper.
Yeah.
Man,
That shit crazy, bro.
I didn't even know. I was like you. I didn't know nothing about drum and bass.
Yeah.
And I thought they was kind of bugging. Like,
Yeah.
man,
I thought it was always house music.
Right.
And I'm like, I ain't into that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, we be in the studio, we be making this beat. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like,
Word,
wow.
for real.
I'm like, I
drum
can't
and
do
bass.
that. You know what I'm saying? But then he got more bounce. Bones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
It's like calling
Shit
a
kinda
Mexican
hard.
Yeah, right.
El Salvadorian.
And
Nigga,
then when
like
you
you
see
gonna
it
have
live,
problems.
Right.
when you see it live,
then I was
then
like,
you like,
whoa.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can feel it.
I said, you
Right,
can
right,
feel
right.
crack. Yeah. You know, all them lights, chicks jumping around. I was like, oh,
Right,
yeah,
it
this shit
wasn't,
crack.
it wasn't
Yeah.
no show that was less than 5,000 people.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
Yeah, that's the
crazy.
thing.
That's
They
right.
know how to bring them
That's
in,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You know?
That's a dope lane to be in,
Yeah,
bro.
man. The
know
last
what
time
I'm
I was in London, man, I sold it out.
Man.
Paris at the Jazz Cafe.
That's a dope lane to be in because then you develop your own coat.
Man.
Oh, that was the one I hooked you up with. Hooli came out.
When what's the name came out?
Shout out to,
Yeah.
Hooligan.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? Rest in peace to the homie. Y'all just made me think of a Raj G, right? Now I had knew Raj G for years, just on some backwood homie shit. Like, we smoke backwoods, and when we see each other, like,
Right,
you know,
right.
I kind of knew he made beats. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever. I'm more like I got to hear it to see it.
Right.
I'm digging through records in Germany one day. This is years ago though. I'm like,
y'all hear that? Germany, right?
Exactly.
Nigga from Fresno made it big.
Right,
he
right.
made it to Germany.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Huh.
I'm like, oh shit. And then my boy like, you know him? I'm like, this my boy. He's like, you know him? I'm like, man, I see him every other day.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, if you can, do something with him. And they was like, if you and him came out here, they'll lose their mind. I'm like, are you crazy? I'm like, are you for real?
Found that nigga's oasis,
I'm
nigga.
chilling right here with him every day.
On the daily.
in the murk.
And the gold mine is right there.
Right.
Right there,
You'll
man.
fuck around and be that somebody somewhere else,
And he
bro.
just he'll go out there, do sold out stadiums,
Yeah.
come back home, just be chilling right here
Chilling.
on a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Look, we know
Right,
well,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Like the European circuit, bro, for us has been grateful,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Likewise, bro. You know what I'm saying? In them
Yeah.
days, it was great.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Because they appreciate music on a whole different level.
I can honestly say, bro, you are definitely the legacy y'all drop is probably the most loved
Oh yeah,
outside of the West Coast on the East Coast.
Facts.
And I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
yeah.
Super facts.
I really don't know like when it come to like West Coast music, outside of like Dre music, you know, that's like a given. But I'm saying when we get down to it, bro, I get a lot of accomplishments.
We
on it.
get that love. And I love New York.
And it's always
you know what I'm
been
saying?
like that. I'm
and
like, yo, that's
Baltimore,
crazy.
Boston, Washington.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
told
saying?
y'all like Gangstar of that
Nigga,
era.
they
That's
fuck with
crazy.
Premier. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
know,
They
it's
got
Well,
that
that's
connect.
crazy
You know what I'm
because let me
saying?
tell you something real quick. Preem and Guru and me and 8, we came out all in 89. All our shows was Compton's Most Wanted, Gangstar, Low Profile,
Right.
DOC, A Butter Love.
Right.
Everywhere. Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying?
So that aura was just
Everywhere.
bouncing,
You know what I mean?
samples.
So
And I
that's
used to
how
listen-
we still cool with Preem to this day.
I told you about when I stole the car, when I used to steal the car,
Yeah.
cars and shit. We were so young, bro. I didn't know the difference between Gangstar. Only thing I would know, okay, that's the blue tape,
Right.
But if we riding, I wouldn't know which one,
Preem used to, Keithy.
right?
You know what I mean? Guru. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I mean? He used to be like, man, why you got on 2 pagers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to be like, why you got that dashiki on?
Right. Because he was super righteous back then, right.
But the boy used to blow L's. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? We be in the cut like this. He got the dashiki on. I got on a khaki suit.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? And
I remember him and
you
Kane.
my dog, man.
I
I
remember
love y'all New York motherfuckers, man.
I remember him and Kane got into a,
Hell yeah.
I remember him and Kane got into a fight with some niggas in Fresno one time, and Kane broke his arm. Yo, them niggas was scrapping. Yo, when I say, yo,
Kane the ill nigga. You know what I'm saying? But,
Guru
but,
too,
and Preem.
this drunk Guru era though.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
ain't the
yeah.
dashiki Guru.
Oh, yeah.
This Guru with no shirt on, with a leather
Yeah,
jacket,
wild.
drunk as hell, right? It's him.
That's a perfect description.
You know, it's many stages of Guru.
Right,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And it was him, Kane, and Little Daddy Shane. Right.
Little Daddy Shane. Whoa.
It's
brother.
Another one of them nights where we snuck on the stage. Rest in peace to the homie Fuji. Fuji is an old guy. He probably like a few years younger than my grandmother. She 88. So you got to think. Fuji was probably like, at this time, Fuji might have been like 60.
Right. A G.
And he threw this show. On the show, it was E40 in the Click, X-Clan. It was E40 in the Click, X-Clan, Big Daddy Kane, and Gangstar.
That's
So-
a hell of a show.
That's a hell of a show.
Yeah, this like-
Gangstar was
That's a
always
hell of-
lined up
This
with the
this
Gangstar.
like 93, 94, right? So he didn't want to pay, and we was noticing it was a big stall in the show. Gangstar, I don't think Gangstar performed or Big Daddy Kane. X-Clan did perform. Oh, and peep this. Now this is years before I even met the homie. I'm like, X-Clan performing. I'm like, yo, I'm like that's a white person. Black person. I never seen a white person before.
I know you talking about Crime
And
Down.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't. At that time, I didn't even know.
Right.
We had never met.
Y'all
I'm a
met
kid,
yet.
so I'm still in high school, bro.
Right.
I graduated
Yeah.
in '95.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know you was a
I'm still in
little
high school
wild
at
young
this-
nigga.
at this-
Shout out to
right?
Crime Down, man.
Yeah,
He doing
that's
his
right.
thing,
So
man.
that's my brother, right?
That's
He
the
doing his
homie.
thing, man.
And I'm like-
what's that? Black Lightning.
Oh, he on there
that shit
clowning.
is good,
Yeah,
too.
he on there
Nigga, he's the
clowning.
better
He's the
actor
best
than the
ever.
main actor.
He
nigga.
did.
That's a
Oh,
stat.
God.
Yo,
That's a stat.
he's one of my favorite people. He's multi-talented. Like his songwriting, his pen game is crazy.
Incredible.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, I never seen that was my first time seeing an albino, and I was like, yo, the black man is God. Because I was like, yo, we make everything. I was like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, we make everything. You know what I mean?
Seeing an albino for the first time is definitely a mind fuck.
Yeah, as a youngin', I'm like, yo.
You know, the first albino guy I met was Kiki Lowe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember him?
I remember the name.
Coming from a True Blue.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the name.
Wasn't he on the Bloods and
Yeah. So look, boom. We ended up, we had a song called Coming Around the Mountain. We sampled that I forgot what record that was
James
from.
Brown.
James Brown.
Yeah.
We sampled that.
Yeah.
And we put like some breakbeat with it, just a little quick something. Okay, we like, can we perform? Since
Right.
We ended up rocking. Boom. That's how I ended up meeting Premier. That's why I always tell Premier to this day. And after that, these cats get into a fight. And then not only that, X-Clan, they like, yo, we'll give $500 to whoever can find the address of Fuji.
Whoa.
We not.
They wanted their man.
They want
they bread.
Professor X and Bro J and them.
Yo, at that time,
Them niggas just look like them dudes over at Lamert Park, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't fucking
Bro,
with
that was a
Right.
wild night. That was a wild night.
I know it
man.
was.
It was at
Yeah.
Fresno Fairgrounds, man.
That's crazy.
That shit, I ain't gonna never forget that. And I done had I done did shows with it all around, but it was nothing like those coming up, not being known
The
shows.
era,
like,
bro. That's what Manny was talking about.
Yeah.
The golden era, bro. We just seen
And
some
I,
shit.
wasn't like no money involved in that.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Right.
we just
just
trying
love
to
the
we
heart.
want to
We
rock.
love
You know
And,
what I mean?
and the thing is, he's like, at this point, Asia is a serious OG up there, man. He's brought a lot of people out since. I mean, he's helped cats out like Fashion and all these other people, man. Like, I really want people to understand and
I mean, that's dope. That motherfucking last that long and still be able to go to Walmart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still be able to go to the gas station.
You know what?
I'm
I think
saying? That's a real guy that
You
loves
can
hip-hop.
create that. You can create that bullshit for yourself.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
bullshit.
by being too recluse.
Yeah.
It can work. It can work for you, but it can work against you too when
Right.
when people can't.
yeah, some people be like, I need a nigga to be a little more recluse.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you know,
some
look.
niggas be like, you give me too much of you.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, quick story. I'm sitting up. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. That's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up with Snoop. Me, Snoop, and Lil Half Dead. It's just us three.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we chilling. And I'm like, man, I'm finna go to the swap meet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to go do something right quick. I'm like, come on, y'all, let's go to the swap meet. And Dog just looked up in the air like nigga, I can't go to the swap meet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like,
You're right.
right, you can't go to the swap meet.
But you know what's
what I'm
crazy?
saying?
You know what's crazy about him though? Yeah, he can't go there though, probably. But,
No.
But I've seen Snoop a lot and
Oh,
play
he
on some
hang.
Dolo. Yo, one time I
By
was eating that
himself.
K24. One time I was eating that K24, middle of the day.
Right.
I looked through the window, Snoop walking down the street with the blunt in his mouth by himself.
chill.
Nobody.
Especially these days with the mask on.
Right.
Snoop,
I'm like,
Snoop on his
damn.
Michael Jackson shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga like pull up with a motherfucker
Right.
full Teddy, what's Freddie
Like
Krueger
Redman,
mask on.
I used to see Redman.
Oh, Red, no
Oh,
brainer.
man,
Come on,
you see
shout out
him-
to Redman.
see him
No,
everywhere,
Redman is
bro.
definitely a people person.
Yeah.
Look, quick story about Red.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Compton. It's raining. I'm in one of the worst spots in Compton. Matter of fact,
It's
I'm
always like that
I'm
with
on
him.
I'm on CPO, Boss Hog Street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
This
banked
is
that
a ballad up, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's my
right.
big bro. You know what I'm saying?
I was just,
I pull up on this street. It's raining. Who's on the corner? Reggie Noble. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Like, what the fuck?
what is
Like,
you doing over here, bro? He like, I'm looking for some weed. I said, nigga, if you don't get your ass in this car. You know what I'm saying? Jumped in the car, went, took his ass to get some weed. He like, oh, that's all I wanted. Now I'm finna shoot back to Hollywood.
That nigga
I'm
used
like,
to fuck
"Don't
with
come over
Branson,
here."
nigga. He fucked with Branson in New York, nigga, or in Jersey.
He like, shit, I'm used to this.
Yeah, Branson.
like,
listen,
Randy
listen.
everywhere, bro.
Branson is like 4'6" in Halldale. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like super cracking, and that nigga was going there
Chasing Crime
well
took me
into
to
his
Branson.
motherfucking celebrity, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Chasing Crime Down took me to Branson back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I swooped by there like on a couple of tours. You know what I'm saying?
They had the chocolate.
They had the stress, nigga.
Right.
But it was some good stress though. I ain't gonna front.
some
Chocolate
good-
tie.
man.
No, AZ. Dirty
Yeah.
rap.
You just make it in your mind like this is chocolate.
Yeah. After that, your breath behind.
I know, right?
Gum.
I was about to say, yo, I was just bumping CPO yesterday, man.
That's my bro, man.
Yo,
get well, CPO boss. All
good?
the good
What's-
for you.
is he-
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up with
He
it?
having a little complications in and
Damn.
out of there, but we really,
Man, yeah, man,
you know
get
what I mean?
well soon,
His
man.
brother
For sure.
Bulky Low, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Them boys right
Nice.
there.
Shout out to CPO, man.
Yes,
Get well,
sir.
man.
For sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. All right, Planet Agent. So being from the Central Valley and then you moved to Bay, how did that affect, like we just talked about gangster rap, a little mix, a hyphy, a little mix, but where did that consciousness come in?
Oh, the consciousness, it's a mixture between my grandmother, my Uncle Frankie, and then just the era, like that late 80s. My cousin had moved with me. We was just kind of finding ourselves, and then we was dealing with Islam in like '89, and we started going to like FOI classes and whatnot, and that was like a thing.
Nigga, let me break it down, nigga. That was around the time where niggas was telling niggas the black man is God, nigga. That shit was technically fascinating.
Yeah, it
nigga.
was fascinating. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So and it kind of like, I don't know. And then, you know, when you actually see somebody, I don't know, for us, it was just different. I literally saw somebody change overnight, like on some like,
With the teachings.
yeah, on some like, yo, I gotta learn this because I'm
Right.
like, yo, even look how his woman acting. Like, look how he got her in pocket. So I'm looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like, yo, it's something else to this. Like, having knowledge of self is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because we young kids, dudes is getting their own cribs and like they, you know, dudes getting better grades. Or if you wasn't getting better grades, you was just trying to better yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And it strengthened that.
Yeah, and then when you see a person like completely make a 360 change and like become fresh. Not only that, my boy Preem, I got a partner named Supreme Truth. When he got knowledge of self, yo, it was like his rhymes just became iller. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's like,
Right.
yeah,
He had
we
shit
was
to say.
rhyming, we was rhyming, but when he got knowledge of self, it was like,
And Rakim fucked everybody head
his
up with Father the
patterns
Leader,
was
dude. He
crazy.
made you think about shit that you wasn't thinking about before that song.
yeah.
I mean, for me, I think it's definitely needed, especially in a day like this when rap sound like a long ass sentence. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything sounded like. You know what I mean? You know,
Facts,
back in
bro.
our days, you know what I mean? The golden era.
The golden era.
You know what I mean? You know, you had the X-Clan.
Right,
you had
right,
the
right,
Paris.
right.
You know what I mean? You had, you know what I'm saying, the Planet Asia.
Right.
You know what
For
I mean?
sure.
To break the monotony from what me and Eight and Quick and them and all these different niggas talking about. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And that made music more interesting. You know what I'm
Believe it or
saying?
not, you know what's crazy though? I looked at y'all as conscious rap.
I mean, street scholars,
Bro,
so to
listen.
say.
If you was to listen to all our old
All our shit
demos,
was just-
if you listen to all our old demos, it sound like Compton's Most Wanted, bro.
I mean,
Like,
you know, them jazzy
because my
beats.
boy, see, I was the hip hop dude in my crew, like the most hip hop,
Right.
dude. But like my best friend that was part of my crew, he was on some straight gangster rap shit. So
Right.
we would always have that clash,
Right.
but having an agreements on certain music because we both love jazz, right?
No doubt.
We love jazz music. We love like Earl Klugh. We
Yeah.
like you know. Ron Carter, you know,
that's that good shit.
it's all that, you know.
And then, in praise to them, they were also that group that was fucking with the break beats in they shit. with
Yeah,
DJ
it was
Slip shit,
super
a lot of that
hip-hop.
shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? DJ Slip. Shout out to DJ Slip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was basically conscious.
Right.
You know what I mean? They used to walk around with the black medallions.
Yeah.
And then you
know
can't
what I'm
forget
saying?
Cube first. I mean,
Yeah. That's what was
two
popping
albums.
back then.
Them albums, bruh, because everybody will say Illmatic, and trust me, I love Illmatic. But yo, bro, America's Most Wanted
Come on,
is
man.
Come on.
Speak on it, come
pre-Illmatic,
on.
bro. That
Speak
is
on
it.
the
Speak on it.
Illmatic,
Speak
bruh.
on it.
And to keep it a buck, Ready to Die by Biggie is the
Prequel.
prequel to America's
Boom.
Most Wanted.
Yeah.
When you listen to the beginning of Ready to Die, that don't sound like a Sir Jinx interlude to you?
Right, right. All day it does.
Right, it does.
Real
it
talk.
does.
Real
it does.
talk.
So
It-
you want to be
does.
hardcore
Yeah.
with your hat to the back?
Yeah,
Talk about
it
that. Don't
does.
sound like some.
It does.
Come on, bro.
Tony Villa, Sir
He
Jinx,
kind
man, we
of
looking
toned
for
it down.
you.
Like he got more melodic on the second album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that first album, a lot of aggressive, cube beats, very theatric. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of
Nigga, the skits was everything.
Skits was everything.
Skits
You know what I'm
was
saying?
everything, bro.
And the
You know,
skits had
back then-
Snoop
And
in
you
it.
wasn't gonna outskit us like over here. We invented that.
You know, back then
The
we didn't have a
drive-by.
YouTube and all this extra shit, so
Right.
we had to make a person see what we were saying.
Right.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
you had to make niggas act that shit out. Now you can find a movie and like rip that shit, blah, blah. But back then, Jinx had niggas. I remember when he did Exhibits, the 40 Days, 40 Nights album. He was pulled in as the executive producer. So like all those skits, all the shit, the thing he wanted his father to, you know, talk about his time in the military and how it related to X. All that shit was like mastered by fucking Jinx, dude.
Jinx, man.
Straight up.
I watched him.
Give it up to that nigga, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jinx, man.
Shout out.
I watched him
West Coast
hands-on
legend.
working on WC and the Mass Circle album back then.
Oh, and that's another one. That's another one. See, they leave it because you know people. I think Coolio's stardom kind of overshadowed what he really
Like his
is.
persona,
like,
yeah.
Yo, man, like. You can't tell me
Mad
nothing
Circle
about
was
that.
ill.
Man, yeah, the
if you
Mad
don't work,
Circle
you don't
was
eat.
ill.
And all that. Come on, man. Like
That nigga, that's
Yeah.
when Dub C, a lot of niggas didn't catch this, but Dub C used to purposely rock like a oily, dirty white
shade.
beater
Yeah.
on purpose to have that look. Nigga
Right.
standing on top of a trash can. Remember,
right,
nigga was
right,
like ducked down on
Like
top
he
of a
just
trash
got
can.
out. Like he just got up under from a low rider.
Yeah,
changing
exactly.
He's
over.
like old dirty before old dirty. You know what I'm saying? I remember,
Rest in peace, DJ Crazy Tunes. That's my
sure.
guy.
man,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I seen Dub C and I seen them perform with Cube back in the day, right? And this is why I was like, yo, Coolio's the illest. This nigga hit a front flip on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And then the part when he say, you know the part when he say, and I'm real and I ain't afraid to steal.
Yeah.
It was some. You remember when cats used to have the hats with they kept their tags on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
snatched some nigga hat off the front row when he said it and put it on. I was like, oh, he's the hardest. Yeah, right. I'm real and I ain't afraid to steal. I was like, oh, that was too perfect. I was like, that's too
You
ill.
know what? For this performance, WC and the Mass Circle,
Right,
Cube and Dub,
right.
Red and Meth,
See.
Bus and Spliff. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I put this on my life. I put this on everything I love. If you go to a Planet A, I got my performance. Everybody he just named down, that's where I got. That's where
We
I learned
studied
how to
them
perform. I
dudes, man.
studied that.
Yeah.
I studied the energy of Ice Cube ever since NWA. I was there. I seen NWA perform with DOC.
Yeah.
with his voice. I
Yeah.
was there. I was able to see that
Able
as a
to
kid.
funky enough, clown.
Man, and so when I seen Ice Cube and Redman gave me the same feeling live. Like it was, I don't know, it was just rawness about Cube and Redman, and I was like, yo, if I ever get a chance to really rock, I want to be like that.
I want to rock like that.
You know what I'm saying? And then when I seen Busta, I was like, oh, this is different. Like
Yeah.
he,
That's
like,
because the skits on the record
right.
becomes the skits in the
For
show.
real,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
like,
I mean?
damn, like
The intros to the song, phenomenal.
Dub C, Mad Circle, and then like you said, Cube and Dub together, like
Cube and Dub, clown.
man, come on, man, the call and response shit that they be doing.
Yeah.
De La, I can't even front.
De La,
De La,
clown.
I look at De La
Tribe Called Quest.
for the technicalities. You know what I'm saying? De La has a good technicality on stage because being that their DJ is actually part of the group,
yeah.
you can do
He
more.
playing his part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can really practice and
Yeah.
have little shit. A De La show, you be like, man, I gotta practice more. Like, you know what I mean? You start getting mad at your DJ and shit. Like, you see this shit? Like, this one, you can't just be playing records, my dude. It's more to it.
There's more to it. You can't just be standing back there playing records. You right, bro. You right, because a lot of DJs think that they can stand back there and just play records. Nah, nigga, you got to be like another instrument.
Yeah, know how when to drop my shit. Like, don't just let the sometimes
Jazzy
the beat.
Fresh Prince,
Come
my
on,
shit.
man.
You know what I'm saying? They was rocking too.
And me, I like a lot of
Yeah.
chops. I don't really like my beat to play for. Like, I need my shit chopped all the way
Yeah,
through because
chop
usually
beat. Yeah.
the music is too loud.
Yeah.
So you want that.
Yeah, because niggas can hear what you're
hear what
saying.
you're
Well, these days they performing with the words.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yo, I hate y'all for that.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
know, this kid tell me, he say, man, we perform with the words like that because we might have a janky system.
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
nigga.
man, that's a
Stop.
bunk
Y'all
ass
niggas
excuse.
just don't practice because
Yeah.
You don't know the words.
because your audience don't care no more.
Right.
See, that's
Right.
the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
That's a good
there,
point.
nigga,
That's a
when
good
Tim
point.
House invited me for the SOB. What's some niggas in the Bay?
Yeah, SOB.
SOB.
Uh-huh.
And he was managing them, and I came over to the shit at the LA Live or whatever.
Right.
And I'm in there and I'm in amazement at the fact that these niggas are clearly performing with the regular song,
Right.
and the whole crowd didn't give a fuck.
Oh, they don't give a fuck.
Not
They love
one
it.
last person
They
looked
love it.
disappointed.
And then they wonder
They
why we
love it.
say the shit is dead. It's like, it's dead because you're not even, of course it's dead. You can't be mad if I say the shit is dead when, nigga, you don't listen to rap music no more. Y'all
Right.
don't listen to rap
All
no
they
more.
hear is that beat.
Y'all just want to hear a beat and dance and shit. I'm like, that's
Right.
cool,
Yeah.
but like, yo, like, y'all not even dancing dope either. Like,
Nah.
the shit is like, y'all, let me just say it, man.
Man, you got two
y'all
dudes.
dancing like white
two
people,
dudes.
man.
You got two.
Nah, fuck it, man. No, let's keep it a buck, man.
Yeah.
Niggas is dancing like white people now, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Niggas is counting
Yeah.
their steps. I never thought I would see the day when I would see offbeat white people.
Right.
Bounce-
I'm like,
on the
what
third
the
beat.
fuck
Like,
is going on?
Well,
here?
I just be tripping off
and
the
proud of being like an indoctrinated mutant.
No, I be
mean,
tripping
it's
off
big as it
the.
is. Yeah.
I be tripping off the what is it? The rodeo leg fake crip walk that comes out
my
the east.
God,
that
man.
shit is funny to me, dude.
Hey,
Like to me, that looks exactly like a nigga that could not figure out the crip walk and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna mix it with that little
I guess
Mexican
it's safe
leg,
to say.
and
You
I'm
remember
going
Special
in."
K and Breaking That and
Yeah.
the Breaking Movie? I used to hate her. I hated that shit. No, let's keep it. Let's keep it.
I did too.
We never wanted
I did
her
too.
in the movie. We knew that was Hollywood.
All I want to see is Boogaloo Shrimp.
Gentrified. Yeah, we wanna see
and
the-
the boy. You know what I'm saying? Get out.
Just like you never wanted to see a New York pop locker. Like, nigga, get your ass
Right,
off
right,
the stage.
right,
When you
right.
give me crazy legs, nigga, fuck out of here.
Right. To leave
Y'all
that-
niggas do the fag walk and that's it.
Right,
like,
right, right.
what
Yeah, I
the
want to
fuck?
see
Right.
Boogaloo Shrimp.
Yeah.
And what's
So
the
I used to
boy?
always be like, yo,
What's
you
the
can-
boy?
you can
Rest
see
in
the-
peace.
Shabba-Doo.
Shabba-Doo. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like Poppin' Pete, all them cats. You
Yeah,
know,
Poppin' Pete.
You wanted to see the real breaking. It's like, yo, who was this girl doing aerobics and shit? Like this has
Basically,
nothing.
it was soft.
I think I was 8
You know
years
what?
old and I
Planet Asia?
felt like this.
You know what? And I'll be the bad guy to say that's why Beat Street was better.
It was.
Yeah, B Street was
It
way more
was,
respect.
bro, because they was more.
I'm sorry, nigga. Just
I'll be
look.
I'ma
You
choose
know
a
how
hundred.
you know how I be on my chills up my spine shit, and you know for a fact, nigga, when them niggas came into the club, nigga, and they was walking around, and that shit was like, hosa, nigga, you knew it was about to go to
Go
fuck
up.
down,
It
nigga.
was
For
gonna
real.
go up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was at Venice Beach and shit. You know,
Yeah, it was
doing
just-
some skates and
yeah,
shit.
well,
I'm like, oh,
Shout out to Shabba-Doo and them, but them
And-
niggas was a little too like crazy looking for me. I was
Yeah,
I was
it
really
was
into that
commercial.
New
I
York
was in
style. I
that
ain't gonna front.
Puma sweatsuits.
It wasn't
Yeah.
underground. They didn't
Nah.
go to the Carson Mall.
Right.
They wasn't down there in Long Beach or at
Nah.
Venice where it really
Right.
cracked.
Right.
If you had a rag on your shin, nigga, I wasn't rolling.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Hella zippers,
They should
cut off gloves.
have had rerun in the lockers.
Yeah,
That would have been West
Exactly.
Man, exactly. You know what I'm
Rerun
saying?
in the lockers.
And
Some
it's
Soul
just-
Train cats.
And it would just be stuff like that. I'd be like, man, like, and that's how I look at black people today, man. Paul Mooney didn't really, I mean, fuck it, I'll be that bad guy. Paul Mooney didn't really lie, though, man. These niggas is new black
Mooney's
people.
the truth.
You know, we've been here so long that we become like our oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been here so long that we've become our oppressor and, like, proud to, like, be, like, not black. Like, you proud to not be black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
South side to the best, north side to the least. Doing forward to 80. Greater later, player to player. Real shit lasts forever.